This is the What I Need podcast, a shared journey exploring topics of society, spirituality, and even ways of being. Here, we speak freely and fully, from the heart and the conscious mind, in hopes to find what we need. Thank you, for your time is valuable and you could have been anywhere else in the universe. All of you are welcomed and appreciated here.
Hello and welcome back to the What I Need podcast. This is your host, Carlton, King Carlton, and I'm thankful for my well-being. I'm thankful for the well-being of others. Oh my gosh, guys. We just keep doing this. We just keep going on. And I'm almost speechless because it has been quite a while since I've been on the show. I'm going to have to change my every Sunday situation on my I'm going to have to change my entire icon there, my thumbnail for this show, because it says every Sunday there at the bottom, and I have not been living up to that, and I want to face forward into that first of all. And I mean, it might be something that people have barely noticed, I'm sure, but it means something to me. And maybe there should be a really finer print under there every Sunday that I can make it. Like every Sunday that I could manage to put an episode out. Anyway, life be lifing, and it's okay because I'm obviously still willing to do this show, and I've had it on my mind. I wanted to bring it back. So regardless of titles and words and things, my intention is to connect with you guys and to bring a message of encouragement and share my experience on this podcast. Today's episode, I am just off the top of the dome, because I really wanted to. I have my new system here, brand new computer that I'm very thankful for. I have my microphone and everything so that I can broadcast in more clarity, and continue doing this show. And today's message is to keep going. I think so many times we don't really give ourselves, first of all, credit for striving to continue just that life in general. It gets hard. And it gets hard to do the right thing. It gets harder to do the thing that is going to not be of an instant gratification and not be of some kind of automatic accolade. And as I've had to be away, or as I've had time away from the show, and being able to being able, I suppose, to put out content on a weekly basis for my show, is that to say that things that I have encountered and personal journeys and obstacles that I've had to take time to heal through, to meditate and pray through, were not worthy? Absolutely not. Take the time that you need Because in taking the time that you need, you are producing the next steps. You are producing the next levels of productivity, sustainability, consistency, ability to continue. And it's more than all right to need to take that time and reconstruct and self-reflect and dig deep, to cry, to journal, to research, and to just clean up whatever fucked up mess has happened in your own personal journey. Please do it. Please take the time that you need so that you can continue, so that you can come back stronger, so that you can have a bounce back. Shameless plug, shout out to my new song Bounce Back that is out all streaming platforms, King Carlton. And what a time for that release to hit streaming. I mean, I had to put that out because I was going through such a moment of self-incubation and needing of healing, really. And again, taking that time for yourself is so necessary. Like, I want anybody to be ashamed of needing that time to heal whatever it is, whether you have to go into a program, whether you have to go to therapy, whether you had to spend time at the doctor's or whatever it is. I'd rather see people spend that time than burn themselves out and run themselves ragged. It does nothing for you. It does nothing for you to fake the funk. It's almost better to have a couple weeks MIA to get you together. And just bringing that on the real, because the only way that we could produce consistency and stability in things is to have a solid foundation. And sometimes it taking time out of this social media algorithm and, you know, wanting to be in the algorithm, wanting to be seen. Oh my gosh. Like, you know, that's kind of more so what it is when we put these constraints on ourselves that, oh, I have to put out content every week, or else what? Our actual lives are not running on algorithms. Our actual lives are running on the flow of the universe. And I think the consistency that we really need to be concerned about is our personal routine in regard to, you know me, your spiritual practice, your prayer, your meditation, and then from there, you know, your foundation of work, shelter, and health. But okay, so health, work, and then shelter, or whatever is the best way for that to be, you know, prioritized. So in no particular order. You know, these are the things that we most need to show up for. We're not showing up for the algorithm. If anything, we're going to show up for that universal flow of health and wellness, mindfulness, and personal sustainability. So this is just a quick episode that is reflecting on the fact that you have every right to take your time, to live your life, to rejuvenate yourself, restore yourself, and to come back into the social media space whenever you're ready, regardless if your thumbnail says every Sunday or not. Ooh, we're breaking the rules. You know, because we're breaking the rules because those aren't that is not the law. We're breaking the rules because that is not the law. And we're going to tap in with those things that are higher and more restorative to well-being, our beingness, our higher nature, self-love. Our mission in life. So with that said, I'm just wishing you all the best and the greatest joy. This has been the What I Need podcast, and I'm just checking in with you. All love. This is your boy King Carlton. Namaste, Ashe. Hallelujah.
This is the What I Need podcast, a shared journey exploring topics of society, spirituality, and even ways of being. Here, we speak freely and fully, from the heart and the conscious mind, in hopes to find what we need. Thank you, for your time is valuable and you could have been anywhere else in the universe. All of you are welcomed and appreciated here.